Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Stash Dive Tuesday, and I'm doing 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and this is the sketch, and it's by my friend Ronnie Sue Scrapper, and it's gorgeous. I went looking for my film strip cut file because I thought that would be perfect for this. And these are my last two pieces, so I'm going to kind of glue them together and we'll see where we go. I've got some bits and pieces from my Mind the Scrap February kit, and they're going to mix in with my kind of bucket full of random goodies for Calvinball, and we'll see where we get. But I'm going to start out with the closest I can get to the wood grain that Ronnie has in her sketch is this gorgeous piece, and I've been hoarding it since 2015. This is a Bow Bunny paper from the Boardwalk collection, and I have hoarded everything I had from the Boardwalk collection, and this is this is one of those pieces. I've used a few lately in my kind of stash busting sorts of activities that I've been in. So I don't want to cut it. So I'm going to use this circle mask that I got from Redefined Creative. I have both the stencil and the mask of just a big old circle, and I've used it a million times. And this time I'm using the mask, and I'm just gonna spray with this is Dina Wakley's gloss spray. Just gonna kind of spray all around it, and then I'm gonna dry it off. And there's something about the way, I think I've let some stuff kind of build up on the neck of the bottle, and it's sort of, I don't know, it leaks. So I'm gonna quickly dry this off. I have learned from experience that drying it kind of creates an interesting texture. So I've gotten where I don't mind doing that. Now I'm going to lift it off like this, and that's what's left. And I've got a damp paper towel that I can kind of wipe that off with for now. And I'll put it aside, and I'm going to dry this some more. Kind of do that. I really like how that that turned out, and I think I'm just going to go around and blot it, just to mash it down. Okay. Now, this one's going to be a little strange because I don't have my photos. I have a problem with my printer, and I have two printers. One of them is out of ink, and the ink is due to arrive tomorrow, and the other one has stopped feeding properly, and the last time that happened, I thought it was on its last leg, so I took it to the repair place, and they found a paper clip inside it. Not a paper clip, but push pin. And I have no idea what's in there now, but I'm not going to try to force anything. I'm going to let somebody who knows what they're doing look at it. And I don't have any printed photos because I print to order. But the photo that I'm going to use is going to be right here above this cluster, and it's going to be the film strip is going to go up this way, I'm going to have a little small grouping of 3 photos right here. And it's going to be of my grandson's birthday party in 2010 when his grandpa Jim, my son's dad, came to visit. And it was the first time the grandkids had met that grandpa. And Grandpa Jim is kind of clinging to life. He's not doing very well, and this may be his last day on the planet, and I have just sent some photos to James and came across those from this party, and it just made me, it was a birthday party, and it just made me think that I wanted to scrap that event. So, and it's one of those, it was one of those gorgeous days, and we had a pool in the backyard in those days, and we went out and kids played in the pool and just had a grand old time. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, because it's the main defining feature, I'm gonna mount this photo strip here, and I'm gonna put a mat across here. I'm gonna do 3 2x2 photos. So I'm actually going to do a mat of this paper that's gonna be about, oh, where's my, here it is. It's going to be about 6.5, I'd say, by 2.5. And that will give me room for those. I'm not sure what, let's see. I'm gonna do that there, and then I'm gonna have a cluster. So let's move this up right about there, and I'll put that there. And I'm gonna put a little bit of foam behind this. Let's see. I went to my water aerobics class this morning, and I'm like totally wiped out. What I'm hoping to do is print those with a bit of a dark border. Let's get this, and I'm going to add lots of different colors here, kind of playing off the greenish blue. Okay, of course things have to be clogged. I'm so sick of this. And my videos with Calvinball points are always so long anyway. I kind of hate when there's a, just an unnecessary issue. Let me kind of slide that in. I want it at an angle, but not a really exaggerated angle. And now overlay that. And you know I'll be adding some embellishments on the film strip, so the fact that it doesn't meet right there is fine. That film strip also came from Redefined Creative, and I need to order another set of those. I think I have a white one somewhere, but I really like that. I'm going to start, I'm going to maybe put this tag, where is it? Here we go. I'll put the tag behind the photo, and I'm going to get some ribbon and I'm going to staple it right there by the hole. Here we go. And I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm kind of waiting to hear some news. I'm going to count the number of flowers that show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not quite 10, but I'm going to be adding some down in the corner. Now there is a point for sunshine. This is or sun or moon, and I like this sun. I'm not gonna have all the Calvinball points on here, but, well, maybe I will. They won't all be on camera. Okay, but I will get as many as I can out of these supplies that I've pulled from Mind the Scrap. I don't need this tag. I'm going to put it back here with the tags. I need a label, and I'm going to use this label and kind of overlay this, which gives me a chance to write a date or something. I'm gonna put this little potted plant on here, but I'm gonna leave this backing so that it doesn't adhere. I'm gonna adhere it up by, this is like a little cactus, an aloe or something. I'm gonna put it right here so that it overlaps the photo, and I'll still be able to slide a photo in underneath there. So that's my story. I've got this little banner thingy that has a saying on it: stay close to those who feel like sunshine. And that's another thing that I think I can kind of overlap right there. Let me make sure that my foam is as far to the other side as possible so that it can overlap. And I'll kind of slide that there, and then I can put something else there. Okay, so let me do, I'm going to do a pink flower right there. I'm going to do the same thing where I prop it up so that it overlaps the photo. And I'm going to bring in some blue so that it looks like there's a reason for that blue paper. Let's see. And I've got this little yellow flower with a dark center. To me, that looks like a sunflower, doesn't it to you? So that's going to count as my sunflower point. I'm going to put that on there so that it's not touching the photo. Here's a little blue flower. Slide it under there, and I'm going to overlay a pink one. I need to find the right size. There we go. I'm going to do a pink one. Well, why don't I do it right here? And again, I'll do this. Right there. Okay, and I'm not going to use those, but I will use the polka dotted leaves because I get a Calvinball point for polka dots. And who doesn't like polka dotted leaves? I would have gotten it anyway for the for that, but I don't know how much of that is going to show. You may not be able to tell it's polka dotted by the time it's over with. Again, that overlays the photo, but it doesn't stick. It's not sticking to it. So I'm going to put this in there as well. I'm just trying to use up as much as I can of that kit before there of course have been shipping delays, and the March kit is due soon. I love the colors in this kit. I'm also going to add a bit of this diagonal striped paper, but I want to cut out this rainbow because I like it. And I'll kind of put it right there. And I have this speech bubble that I will probably put another embellishment on. And I'm going to put it maybe right there. And I can put that down. I'm gonna do the title kind of up where the other cluster is on Ronnie's sketch. And it's gonna say, best day ever. And you may notice that I've used that title twice now. The last two layouts. It is a new rule in the game. And you know me, I want all the points. So I'm gonna tear this paper, but I'm gonna tear some of this first, a wider piece. This has the diagonal stripe, and I'm just gonna kind of tuck that in right there, and then this is gonna go down there too, like that. And then I can put something right here and something right there where that terminates. Okay, so now I'm gonna write best and ever with this alpha. And then I'll start digging in the random Calvinball stuff, and we'll see what makes sense, because I really don't want to mess up this beautiful sketch by Ronnie. The best information that we have is that Jim had a stroke a few days ago, and they hadn't been able to run an MRI because it agitated him. And they had finally decided to sedate him today, and then he took a turn for the worse, so they're just making him comfortable. It's a shame. He had a stroke a couple years ago and came out of it, worked really hard to rehab from that, and had pretty much resumed normal life. Okay, got that. I'm going to put this aside, except I'm going to use this stencil to get a hexagon in there, and I'm probably going to maybe do it maybe right there, only close up and right in here. Not sure what I'm gonna do that with, and what are some ideas? I want to do something different. I don't like doing the same technique every day. Let's do some, I've done this recently. I'm going to introduce purple to the thing here, and I'm going to do this with a scraper. Just Nuvo drops. Okay, that seems to have worked. I'm gonna wipe that off and put it aside. Okay, now realizing our photos are gonna be right here, I do want some more of those flowers. And I took them, let's see, what did I do with those? I'm going to do a small floral something kind of up in there. Let's take the bright pink, and I'll let this kind of run off the page. Put it like that. Oh, I guess I need to move it down a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna take this little heart and put it on there like that. And I'm going to take a different kind of leaf and just kind of slide it like that. I don't like that there. I'm going to put it here. And I'll do one little blue flower on a dot. Okay, so I'm done. Now I'm done with these. I need a banner, and I have a punch here to do a banner out of one of the papers. So I'm going to put this aside, and from now on, I'm going to be using just random scraps. For instance, I'm going to cut my banner out of this grid paper because I want the grid paper point. There we go. This is a heavy-duty punch. Okay, this is a Vicky Boutin paper from Color Study, and I'm just gonna put this on, and then we'll go hunt for stuff out of the basket, out of the bucket. I'm going to do this right there and kind of start, well, I've already started a collection of things there. I need stamping, and I have to show you, this is the cutest thing in the history of things. I got this in the mail today. It's an avocado stamp. It's from a company called snigglesloth.com. And you can look them up, and when they have the image, right, there's a sloth right here on the ball, but right when you're looking at the image right here that's carved in the wood, then you know your stamp is right side up. So I'm gonna do that. Look how cute. Okay, so I got my avocado on there. And there's a rabbit point. Now there's a new rabbit rule, and I'm just gonna kind of do, this is a October afternoon stamp. I'm gonna kind of just put it right here. And I'm gonna say it's appropriate because there was probably or possibly a rabbit in the yard. This is a clock. It's a pocket watch, actually. There's a clock and timepiece rule. And I'm gonna, where am I gonna put it? I'll put it over here. There we go. That's a beautiful stamp, beautifully detailed. It's a Stampin' Up stamp, and it's one of the only ones I have. I haven't been a Stampin' Up member or customer or whatever it is that it's one of the stamps that came in a collection of supplies from one of Katie's friend's mothers who was de-stashing and pursuing another hobby, and she was going to trash all of her stuff, and Katie said, oh, I bet my grandma would take it. Okay, I have a puffy sticker with a purple flower that I'm going to put up here to kind of be purple adjacent with those hexagons there. All right, now let's dig in the box, and I'm gonna just pull a few things that fit into my existing clusters. And if you believe that, you're sillier than I thought. Okay. Let me get my tweezers, because that's how I have to get these things out. Cut file. I've got a cut file there. Coffee related things. I should have a fairly small coffee cup. I do have it's a branding strip that has, I think it's a Chamel paper, something from 2017. And I've got a little tiny cup of coffee here. And I should be able to scooch that in to an existing cluster. I would like all the white space that's showing now to still show when I'm done. So that's going to take some tucking and some very small stuff. Okay, silver. I have a silver sequin that I can use. And I'm going to pull, there's some great big giant ones here. It seems like there are some smaller ones down in here. It's not much smaller, but I'm going to take it and kind of just put it right here on this cactus pot. And I'm doing the points from memory here. I did that upside down. Okay, let me color the avocado. Not going to add a lot of color there because I don't necessarily want it to stand out. Next time I think I will stamp it in green ink. And now I'm going to add this little yellow part. I need to get a better yellow. Okay, so that counts as my hand-colored image. Let's see. I've got silver. There's sun, moon, stars. I've got that. There's a cloud shape that it wants me to use. And I've got these that were the negative image of a cut file I did, but that I don't need that because that can count as a cut file because that came as a negative image from my I think it was my Cricut, might have been my Silhouette a while back. I'm gonna put this right there. And I've got a, let's see, this needs to go here. I have a rocket ship. And since it was Barrett's birthday that Jim was here for, there might have been rocket ships involved in his birthday gifts, so, you know, it maybe isn't that far-fetched. But I like that it's kind of shooting up past the cloud. Ooh, there's that small sequin. Put that in there. Another small sequin fell out. Now I'm finding the small sequins. Okay, there's a carousel in here that I can pull out and use maybe right in here. Okay, so it partially covers the cup of coffee, but you can see it, and it partially covers the clock, but you can still see that. Avocado, I've already got. Camera, and I've got the film strip. Let's do a vellum camera. I'm gonna cut it in half and slide it right under here. Okay, and I can write the date on there. Okay, that's all I need from that bucket. Let's go to the second bucket. And I need a pineapple, a hot air balloon. Do we need a hot air balloon? Do I have a small hot air balloon in here? I have a partial hot air balloon that could maybe be right down in there. So let's, this actually would work to have the, I should have done this first. It has the cloud shape, so I wouldn't have needed that cloud. and it has the banner, so I wouldn't have needed this banner. Okay. Let's just kind of do this. Let's see if I can get that cloud to overlay that banner. Okay, that works. Disney, and I'm going to take these gray or silver, I could call them silver and that could be my silver thing, Disney ears, and I will put them, how about right there? That shouldn't interfere with the photo strip that I'm going to put on there. I need a mermaid, and I have this mermaid. I need a mermaid and a circle. Let's see, maybe a mermaid up in the clouds. How's that? Just anything to kind of, and you gotta figure that this is about as random as you can get. I need a puffy sticker and I need a butterfly. So I have a butterfly right here that can go on that pot, although I don't want it to hide the first words of my saying. How about we do the butterfly right here on that leaf? Okay, and I need a star. I've got a green star right here that could go maybe right there on the sun's cheek. I need a planner sticker and the color gold. So I'm going to use this half of a hexagon and I'm going to put it right under here where that those papers join. Okay, that works. Sunflower I've already got. I need a dinosaur, and I want to use one of these tiny little dinosaurs. Maybe right there, and maybe I'll use, or where do I want the dinosaur? Maybe I'll have the dinosaur standing up talking to the avocado up on the speech bubble. How's that? There we go. And cactus I already have. Dinosaurs I already have, so nothing there. I need a frame and I need stitching. And I've got this little bit of stitching right here that again could go let me do this. I'll cut the blue off of there. And just use this yellow like that. And it looks like that piece of paper is stitched to the background, and then I need something right there that will go over that and hide it. And I'm sure we have plenty of ideas in here. I need a cat, a sloth, a hedgehog, and my critters are in here. How about we have a sloth hanging right there. And I'm going to put a bit of foam because it's a thin sticker and I don't want it to lose its shape by kind of crossing over those things. Okay. I need an acrylic piece, and I've got a tiny little, very subtle looking heart right there. Now the cat, let's see, I could have the cat maybe right there. I'm gonna fussy cut a bit. And again, if I had done this earlier, I wouldn't need the diagonal stripe because he's on a background of diagonal stripes. And he's carrying a little orange flower, so that's cute. I don't want to lose the fact that this is a hot air balloon. So I'm going to let the hot air balloon partially cover up that flower. Okay, and hedgehog, there is a cute little hedgehog sticker in here. And I'm sure I'll be able to find it eventually. Come on. Well, you know what? It just wants me to use one of my Dotty About Flair pieces, hedgehogs. So let's do this. We'll have the hedgehog down by the bunny. I need a button. And I've got this yellow one, and it's made of chipboard, so it gets me the chipboard point. I'll pull the holes out of it. And where, if you were a yellow button, where would you want to be on this page? I'm going to tuck it in right there. Let me kind of straighten it up. Actually, let me turn it around so that both holes show, and you can see that it's a button. Okay, that's some masterful tucking there. Wood veneer. I need something that is wood veneer, and I need an airplane. I have a wood veneer airplane. I also need a birthday point, but the photos are going to be of a birthday party, so I don't need this. Let me get the airplane, and I'll have the airplane maybe mounted right up there. Just in front of the mermaid and behind the spaceship. And that's, of course, where they need to be. I have a dinosaur already. I have the mermaid. I don't think I need any more from there. Sunflower I've already got. I need a fish, and I need a layered sticker. And so this fish is layered. So that gets me both of those points. I'm just going to put him right there because Barrett was a little fish swimming around that day. I need a feather. And I think I'm going to put the feather so that it hides the cut part of that that camera. But like, what pattern feather do I want? Ooh, I like this one. And I'm going to put a little foam behind it. I just, about at least 2 or 3 years ago, I sat down with a bunch of scraps and punched out feathers. And then the next year, I think feather never made it onto the rules list. Kind of like in the past, we've always had clocks and citrus fruit. And so I have the world's largest collection of stamped clocks and citrus fruits and the like. Books. I have this has nothing to do with anything in this story, but it's a cute, I think that's a sticker. It looks like a clear sticker, but I may have to use it like this. Oops, it's hiding the cat. And that's okay because I can't move it now. Let's see, tickets. I have this ticket. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I'm not sure why it has a red jewel on it, but it's kind of a cute ticket. And I'm going to put it right in here. There. Cactus, I have the cactus in the pot there. Arrow. I have an arrow that is also a planner sticker. It's a Bella Boulevard planner sticker that, let's see, where would I want an arrow? I maybe want it here. Let me get a thin bit of foam on that so that the arrow doesn't have to stick on here, and it will overlay the photo, but I can slide something under it. Okay. And what else is there in here? Paper clip. I have a paper clip there. Sunflower I've already got. Veneer. I don't. Okay. Paper clip. I didn't. I bypassed the paper clips when I was looking through here. I don't have any tropical foliage, so I like this paper clip that adds that to my scene by itself. I'm going to do this, and of course that can go over the photo. I need a shamrock and a pot of gold. And I don't have one on there. I'm going to go ahead and punch this out. And try to tuck it in somewhere. I'm thinking right over here by the cactus, like right in there. And if I can lift this up. Okay, so that shows the pot of gold and the shamrocks right there. Now, I do not have a leprechaun. I have not created any leprechauns. I took a photo of a leprechaun knitted into a pair of socks, and I have not I printed a bunch of copies of that, and I haven't this is an argyle flare, which has a diamond shape, and that's one of the points. So I was gonna kind of stick it in there, but I don't like it there. How about maybe down here? I don't like it there either. Maybe here, kind of under the feather and over the arrow. I need to re-glue this, and it's a little too far over the arrow. And I have to remember that I have a butterfly on my finger. I'm going to put it back here, and let me get this and put some glue on it, and then I'm almost done. I'm going to add some splatters. I have mixed media. As soon as I sprayed that guy, that was my mixed media. I'm going to kind of stick that under there. Okay, but now I'm going to add some splatters. And I think I'm done. I don't think I'll go check things. Of course, I have to check in order to count up the points, but I'm not going to, I want black splatters. There is black on there. So I'm going to use this black shimmer spray. Kind of do that. And I like that I didn't fill this up with points. I got a lot of points. I don't think I got them all, but I think that's close enough. So that's my Stash Dive Tuesday, and it stayed pretty close to Ronnie's sketch, which I wanted to do. And I've used a lot of my Mind the Scrap kit and a lot of random other stash, a couple flares, I could probably use a third flare, maybe right over here. If there's an obvious point that I can get with another flare, I may do that, but I'm okay without it if it doesn't happen. So thanks for watching, and thanks Ronnie for the inspiration. This is great. Bye.